All right, we're here with the draft finals between Brad and Rafal, and I'm not sure if I even pronounced his name correctly. I hope I do. Anyway, we're gonna get here. We're gonna get started here. I'm gonna let them know. I had no idea what's in each player's decks, but we're gonna find out together here. Not a bit. Not sure why Brad's stronghold is upside down. Might have a little glitch there. So Brad's running Scorpion and Spider, and Rafal is running Crab Unicorn. We all know what the going second side of the stronghold looks like, so even though it's face down, we still know where it is, really. Looks like Brad got a ton of gold there. I can't see Rafal's hand. I told him to make sure he had it to where I could see his hand, but you know, it's just a draft. It's for fun. So Brad starts off with the economy, and looks like Rafal starts off with trying to put some Conqueror stuff going. Let's see what's in Brad's hand here. We got I guess I can't really, it's looks like Fearless Heavy, Zilks, Cito Doe. He's got a lot of attachments. Looks like Rafal's swinging pretty big there. And it looks like he's going to take it. Could be a fast game here. And Rafal gets another holding to help out his
want to get to roll it forward, and there was no stop.
Help out his economy going forward in the Nash. I don't know. Looks like he blitzed pretty strong here, so I don't know how. He's saving some holdings. So, what do we got here? We got the Masjuro, the Seiken, and a contested market. So Brad's got to try to come back and stabilize here. It looks like he can do it, but I'm not sure what's in Rafal's hand. But Brad's got a lot of attachments to throw on, and plenty of economy, so it might help him stabilize this game somewhat of the bliss that Rafal started off with. So yeah, he goes in and buys Masajiro. And Seiken is out of clan, so he's got to pay 2 more for him. Since Brad's running Scorpion and Spider. I'm not sure why Brad left Seiken in the province since he's got 7 honor requirement and Brad's at 6 honor now. Looks like so Rafal comes out swinging again. Imperial summons to the face and take on another province. If I was Rafal, I'd leave Seiken there since Brad can't even buy him. But we'll see how that goes. Brad attaches the follower to try to set up for try to help stabilize the game out. Since Rafal just flipped holdings this turn. But he's got a Conqueror, so he's not too bad of a position. Yeah, I don't know why he's swinging at Seiken since Brad don't meet his other requirements, but people sometimes forget about that, and they just see a personality and they want to take him out. So Brad flips up another holding, Ashiguro Fort and Ogubushi. Doesn't look like Brad's really running any clans right at the moment. Since everybody's unaligned that he's going to be able to bring out. This is a best of 3 game, so we'll see how this one turns out. Because at the very least, Brad might be able to take out a province, and Rafal can only take 1 in return. So Brad is really loading up here. Got a bunch of cheap attachments that he can buy all with his stronghold. So his stronghold produces 10. 1 second. And he is going to go ahead and swing in. Looks like Rafal didn't defend there, so just going to let it set aside and come in swinging for another one. Take another one of Brad's. Rafal, he flips up a bunch of holdings again. But in this case, you know, he got pretty good by getting the Conqueror out early, so he doesn't have to really worry about too much. But it's going to be kind of hard to swing into his last battle against this loaded up Masajiro and potentially loaded up Ogubushi as well. Oh, so Brad went ahead and straightened the unit with the fort. Okay. So Brad's going to try to take a stand here against the loaded up Conqueror unit with a range 2 ability in the whole unit. So like I said, I can't see Raphael's hand, so I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. He just went Dynasty, so. So yeah, it does look like Brad's going to be able to stabilize a little bit here. And he's flipping personalities, so he did flip in-clan personalities this time, so. Got a Dairu who's destined, so we'll draw a card, and Yasunari. Looks like Raphael's wanting to stand in front of Masjuro there. So yep. Oh. Looks like he's changing his mind. He decided not to. He stepped aside. Like Brad took out a lonely dojo from that province. Another uneven provinces, but now doesn't look like the blitz paid off too much for Rafal this game. Brad was able to stabilize with a well-timed Ashigura fort to straighten his unit. And now we got some personalities. They're both Cav, Kalsang and Chiwa. So we went ahead and attached the armor. Like super unit wars here. So he's got 3, 8, 10, 12 force, 6, 9, 11, or 12 force. Can't add this morning or this afternoon. Feels like morning. It was a long Kogut weekend yesterday for me at Salt Sioux City, so still feeling the effects today. So Rafal's going to go ahead and swing in, hoping that Brad don't defend. Looks like Brad is defending with everybody, so we'll see it. We'll see a battle, a real battle this time. So Brad went ahead and played the Swan technique. Gave Umabushi +2 force, and I don't know. I don't see any duels in his hand, so that probably isn't even significant. So. I got to read a lot of these cards because nobody plays a lot of them, so I'm not familiar with them. That's the beauty of the draft aspect of the game here. So you just don't know. Oh, they're checking for force. Brad used the box ability to bow the spearman. So now Rafal's unit is 10 force contributing at resolution right now. Brad's up to 14, 8, yeah, 14 force defending. Let's see what Rafal can pull out of his hand here. He throws down. Oh, persuasive tactics. So Brad just happened to have the final sacrifice to move home a dude that didn't matter. And then he moves back on his action because that's his ability. So, good little tricks Brad has there. Rafal is sitting with 3 cards in hand now. Brad has 3 cards. So yeah, Brad just defended, and looks like he might be going on to win this match because it's going to be hard to defend with 2 naked dudes against this massive Masajuro unit and the 3 other people here. Yeah, looks like Rafal's going to go ahead and scoop the game 1 and head on to game 2. And I don't think there's a scoop option on this, since it's the giraffe, so they might have to close it down and then start it back up. So we'll give them a second to get that started back up, and we'll join back in. So I will go ahead and close that out, and as soon as they get back on, then we will rejoin them and for game 2. And yeah, that match was pretty good. I liked Rafal's attempt to blitz out. Brad just had a lot of attachments in hand to stabilize, so they're getting ready to get back into the game now. And I am joining up. And here we go, game 2. So it looks like Rafal gets to go first again. What he flipped? Rattling Raider, Colonial Temple, Rigoro, and a Blessed Herd. Which is not too bad. he does this. He does this cycle. So now we got some gold to play around with this game. So might actually see a pretty good game here. Some good battles. Brad doesn't have any. Oh yeah, he's got the iron armor in hand. I was gonna say he didn't have any attachments. But he doesn't have the handful of attachments like he did last game, so we'll see how this one goes. Oh, what's up, Brandon? Just happened to look over at the other screen there. where the video's playing on Twitch. So what does Brad flip up here? He gets a contested market, an Ashiguro Fort, Atsudo, and Masajiro. He loves that Masajiro. Masujiro's pretty good in draft, I guess. Always gets to move back in. So he first turn bought the Atsudo and a couple holdings. Because 10 gold first turn is not too bad, right? Oh, I didn't know that, Karga. Thanks for the tip, bud. I just saw that you put escape and restart if they have deck lists. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind for in the future. So, Rafal brought out a site and some holdings. And then Brad flips up Daru, the Destined, the Gato to get weapons around, Seiken, and Masajiro. Well, he already had Masajiro there, but... And so yeah, he proclaimed Kogut and lost a 2 honor from Masajiro, so it's a wash. And leaving his Destined guy in there for right now. His gold's a little wonky for Kogut for his ability, unless he pulls more attachments in hand. And then Rafal pulls up Futuro, Taisho, Chiwa, and I don't know how to say his name, Koyu. Shinjo guy. But he is Cav, so hey. So it looks like we're going to see some actual battles this game. Oh, I know if you press escape, you pick a deck and it automatically restarts the game with that deck that you pick. But you can't pick the draft deck because it's not listed in your list. So I wasn't quite sure how to restart the game that way, so I just said just rehost another game. So that's what they did, and wasn't just down a minute, so it wasn't a big deal. So now what do we got here? Expansive Range, Rikia, and Kodomoru. So it looks like they're both pretty scared to attack at the moment. As Brad just went Dynasty and giving the turn to Rafal. Rafal's got the Dancer and Zaburo and also Loose Silk. I'm not even sure what that is. Conspiracy token holding. Yeah, it says 6 for 5. Not too shabby. And another 6 for 5. So that's what you do in draft. You kind of just try to pick what you can and hope for the best. 6 for 5s in drafts are pretty good since you know you're going to start at least 8 gold. Yeah, there probably should be a more convenient way. It's kind of hard to do with the draft aspect because since it's not saved in the normal way as the other decks are. So we might have to come up with something. I have to talk with the developer about it, but yeah, I'm sure we can come up with something. Just a simple button when you hit escape to hit a check mark that says restart would be awesome. So we'll see what we can come up with. So Rafal, he's looks like he's swinging in to Brad. Finally, we're gonna see a battle here. Rafal's got 5 cards in hand to how many does Brad have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got a full hand here. So Rafal's taking some chances, which is sometimes what you got to do. Since neither one of them is gaining ground on honor, so you might as well do what you can here. So he's swinging all in, and he's only got, well, he's got 6 gold unbound. So, I mean, he can at least get a personality to defend with next turn, or he might try and get some holdings here. Looks like Brad's stepping aside and letting him take it, so we're not going to see a battle yet. Dang it. So, as in the first game, Brad loses the first province. And, so, looks like Rafal went ahead and got a body on the board. Which is probably the right call. I think I would do the same thing. And he pitched his holdings, so he's going to try to keep the pressure on Brad. Brad gets a personality with all the keywords except for Samurai, pretty much. Kaiichi and Saku. And he went ahead and attached the Deadly Vicento. Using Kogeto's ability to make a weapon. And he's going to attach it to... oh, Kodomori. Okay. Looks like Brad's going to swing in now. And Rafal's got the 7th province strength. And looks like he's just going to swing in with 2 personalities. Because he's only got 5 gold to spend, which looks like all you can buy is Miramoka. Which is a good personality. Naval Conqueror is just really good. Rafal's going to chump block, so we're going to see a little bit of a battle here. No, Green Bay is in 2 weeks, dude. There's not a Kotai between now and 2 weeks from now. It's going to be Green Bay next. So we'll see what Rafal does. He's going to use Zavero's ability on Etsudo. And yeah, I'm sure that Brad's going to just probably use the Vicento. Oh no. He's doing some trickery. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I forgot the Untested Blade did that. All these cards you don't hardly ever see. Now he's going to give him the -3 hit. So now we're at Rafal's battle action. Let's see what he can do to try to maybe save the province or get Zavero out of harm's way in the process. Are you guys getting any lag or anything out there? It's showing pretty good on my my software, so I'm just curious what you guys are seeing out there. Sound okay? Sorry I didn't get any music up this time, so I just got back right in time to start up the stream because I had some running around to take care of today, but didn't get a chance to properly set up like I wanted to. So remove the force ping from him. The title of it says Sun and Moon Draft Finals, though, Johnny. How could you think it was Nebraska Kotai? So it looks like Brad went it. He was able to take the province, and Rafal was able to save the burrow. we hung out well though. It was 17 of the it was like 17 of great players playing at the Kotai. So even though it was small, it was still a grueling affair for the players playing. I was head judging. I didn't get a chance to play in it, so would have been fun though. In case you guys missed it, Chris Justice won the event with Mantis, and aggressively stole I Saw Was Last Wish for the Mantis. Thought it was a pretty funny pick. So Rafal attaches the ensorcelled, which is a great weapon, by the way. I love that weapon so much. Brad's gonna attach another weapon with Kogeto's ability. Rafal was probably trying to decide if he wants to swing in or not. With only Renu there to help take a defense. Renu can hurt Masajiro though. So, yep, it looks like Rafal's going to swing in, leaving a guy behind who's Cav, which is the smart play because kind of want to see if the defender's going to, if Brad's going to defend or not. If you don't like Mantis winning everything, stop him. How easy is that? Mantis isn't hard to beat. Come on, people. So it looks like Brad just let the province go with no fight. And then he flips up Saku and a missing caravan. Looks like Brad's going to attach another weapon to his Kinsei here. And if it wasn't for Masajiro, I'd say that Brad would probably be swinging in for 2 right now, unless he's got a straight and tech in his hand, which you can't really tell on my screen. I don't think he does have straight and tech in his hand. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Mantis is they got a pretty solid deck there. They have good matchups against a lot of people, but I feel like there's ways to deal with them when people aren't taking advantage of it, and that's my opinion on the matter right now. I gotta look up a rules question real quick. So I just answered his rules question. He was wondering about trying to final sacrifice away from Masajiro to his Yojimbo from Renyu, and he can't do it. Because Renyu's ability doesn't say to target a Yojimbo in it. Oh, I see what he's saying now. He's asking something different. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I looked that up. His Ujiro is a Yojimbo. He was wondering if he could redirect it to his attachment, since Renyu can target a card that has no attachments. But the final sacrifice specifically says you have to target Yojimbo for instead, and he can't target the attachment on the Yojimbo. So we're moving on. So Brad only swung in for one and took it. And Brad's trying to argue with me about the ruling. And I'm arguing back. So I had to set them straight. Sorry. Sorry about the silence there for a second. So it looks like Rafal didn't attack. He's trying to set up a defense here. And Kogato's continuing to make some more weapons. While Brad flips up a Naibu and a Taigo. Naibu's pretty much blank. He's a 4 for 3. And Taigo is got a fear effect. Which isn't too bad because it looks like Rafal's got a little bit of followers over there. One that can't be feared. Elite Spearman. We got a naked dude, so he can be feared. These guys are probably out of range here. So we'll see. We'll see if Brad tries to swing in for another one here. Crazy draft decks. It sucks because my draft deck seemed pretty solid, but I just couldn't get time to play. These were the last 2 weeks were pretty time consuming for me, my personal life, but I wasn't able to play and I had to concede a lot, so unfortunately. Looks like Brad's trying to contemplate on whether or not he wants to swing in or not. Kind of hard for him to split for 2 at this point. So, yep, he's dropping down. He's got unlimited weapons to attach, so he can build up a lot better than Rafal at this point, I think. I'm not sure how many weapons that Rafal's running in his deck. I'm not sure. I think Rinyu is wrecking Brad's day right now, making him think too much. Rinyu's pretty badass against anything Shadowlands, so he's a guy you gotta watch out for. Brad's got 2 Shadowlands people on the board, Masakuro and Daru. I'd like to take a second to invite anybody that wants to play in the 20 Festivals Art Tournament with me. Sign-ups are going on their way in the Sun and Moon group on Facebook. Go in there and edit the document and sign up and have some fun testing for Kutais. I get bored, I move my mouse around in silly ways. Sorry. Oh yeah, so it looks like Rafal, he's got his own weapon maker. Forgot that he got the weapon artist out earlier. So now we're kind of in a build-up game. Rafal's ahead on honor. So if anything, I guess he can sit back and try to honor out, especially since Brad's not showing any honor games on provinces, so it's gonna kind of suck if the game goes to that. I hope it doesn't. But it's a valid strategy, unfortunately, in draft. You gotta do what you can. So he's setting up his Cav Conqueror Tactician to try and help him out taking a province. Looks like he's swinging in with 4 guys. I think only one of them's Conqueror, though. Oh no, Atsuto is Conqueror, too. So I'm not sure about Brad's strategy here, going against all that with just 4 people. Probably would have left the Cav guy at home to jump in if he decided to jump in, but Brad's got the final sacrifice for a redirect. He's just got bows. Force ping, another bow, and a big force ping. Wow, how much? 3? No, it's all 5 force, but still, 5 force is good. So we'll see how Brad's gonna manage to get out of this one. Yeah, Brad should probably move his other personalities away, so it's pretty definitive of who he has there. So Rafal's first action is to bow the big guy, which is the smart play. So he's going to give Atsuo minus 5 force. And then Basinto tried to give the force ping and encourage, stopped it. Oh, my bad. I thought he'd use his ability, but I was mistaken. That was when he tried to give a force ping with the Deadly Basinto earlier. So, now he uses his ability to give Tygo -5 force, which is leaves him at 4 force now, so Ogabushi's just standing there. He's not probably going to be doing anything this battle. He still got a another force ping and a bow. So he's going to final sacrifice to this bowed guy because why not? If he's got no straightened tech, he might as well. So yeah, then Ty goes back up to 9 force then. Now I gotta see the second side of that. You can't discard 2 cards for Gates of Cycle City. Oh, okay, Encourage. Never mind. Encourage, my bad. So yeah, Brad's on his back foot here. He's asking for force now. Obviously, Rocco's clearly got the more force here. So 26 force, it looks like. To I'm saying 30. 12. 8 is 20. I'm only counting 20. Oh, his followers. Okay. So yeah. It's actually got 31 for us, but. Yep. Going to game 3 then. And I will put it back up there here in a second. So if you guys are wondering about this art, this is Drew Baker art here. He was actually at the Greenlee Kutai out in Colorado, and he's going to make me a playmat of this, which is pretty awesome, I think. I don't usually play with playmats, but I like having playmats because I don't know, I like them. They're cool little collector pieces that I get from different artists, so it's pretty cool. So I'm going to be jumping back into the game here. And we will go. And Brad gets to go second again. So we're in the third game. 1-1 for each of them. Brad won the first one, and Rafal won the second one. I'm going to tilt the screen back up again so we can get a little bit more flat image here, so we can see the cards a little bit better as being played. And looks like Brad's getting some gold to start off with here. Probably get the personality too there. Yep, that's what he's going to do. Getting a Conqueror out really early like that is pretty nice in draft, I think. Getting a Conqueror or even Cav out early is pretty nice. So looks like Rafal's got the Cav showing first turn. He's got his Weapon Artist, which you can buy, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, this is his second turn. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, he got the Weapon Artist second turn. And a Cav guy. So it's Conqueror versus Cav at the beginning of this third match. The only attachment in hand that I see Brad has is Iron Armor and Expert Archer, so he's got a Samurai to attach at Expert. Looks like he's gonna just go on down Dynasty. Going to try to build up faster than Rafal. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I keep on wanting to say Raphael, but there's no E there. It's just R-A-F-A-L. So. It looks like both players are going to try to build up a little bit before swinging in. And Rafal's going to leave Rinyu in the province this turn, even though Ogabushis are just right there. I think I might have went ahead and got Rinyu. He's just a monster against Shadowlands, and Brad just looked up another Shadowlands guy, so it's... I don't know. Probably just kind of swarm the board, which is a good strategy too. Don't get me wrong. I think Rinyu's a beast. So Brad went ahead and attached the Expert Archers and the armor. Looks like he's not liking Rinyu sitting in the province, so he's probably going to swing for him. It's hoping that he can take. going in for him, so we'll see if Rafal wants to get involved in that. Doesn't look like it. So Brad takes the province with ease. Now Rafal's looking at the Conqueror unit here, and Daru's pretty much blank. Gonna assess the situation and see if he can't swing back in and take a province of his own. And he flips up Blessed Herd, Yurishi, and a Kogut. Looks like he's going to do some attaching here. Oh, maybe not. So he's got a dude that relies on a follower to do something. Kalsang is pretty much what the box ability is, except with a +1 if it's Phoenix Clan, which Brad is not Phoenix Clan. He's got a straight up bow and a force pitting, and Yurishi's just a unconditional bow as well. So looks like Rafal kind of went with the whole bow thing. So he went ahead and attached a Vicento on the box for it, which does produce 8 gold. So I think he's gonna try to swing in, take a province of his own. I don't think Brad will want to stand in front of that. Well, he's gonna swing in cab style. Looks like he got his. Well, he's got a guy up to 8 force. He needs to get 1 more force on him. Brad's province strength is 8, remember, so gotta keep that in mind since his stronghold's face down for some reason. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to Drew about that. So it looks like he's foregoing his whole dynasty and swinging for the fences here. Looks like he's gonna swing for 2. No? Unlike Brad, he doesn't have a Conqueror unit, so he's probably got to leave somebody behind to see about trying to do a defensive stand, which, I don't know, at this point, it probably isn't worth it. I don't know how or why he's swinging for 3. Something tells me he may have like an accessible train in hand or something, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. See what Brad does for defense. Brad's contemplating this pretty hard. So yeah, he's going to defend against the lonely guy here with no attachments. with both his guys, so we'll see what happens with this. Keep in mind this unit over here is only, I'm counting only 8 force, so that's not enough to take a province. And I hope Rafal knows this and not messes up. You know, I hate when if I win due to my opponent not realizing something. But that's just me. I'm sure there's people out there that'll take the win no matter how, or the reasons. So we're gonna start out the unopposed face down battle first, and see if Rafal Cav engages into there, which he does not. Superior tactics. So he moves him into the battle along with Rafal. So nothing's going on in that battle anymore, so they're just going to resolve it and go to the next battle. And they're going to do the opposed battle now. And see if Rafal engages Cav here. Well, he's going to give somebody +1 or +2/+1. Which in this case it isn't a bad call here, because now he gets out of the box fear effect or fear range. Unless Brad has another courage, I don't think he does. Doesn't look like it. And then he cabs in. So now we're gonna see when the battle actions go. Rafal's only got 2 cards left in hand, so most of his actions are going to come from units, which aren't too bad. He's got a fear, he's got a force ping, and the armor isn't going to hold too much, but he's got just straight up bow, so. Looks like Brad shot the fearless follower off of him, off of Rigoro. Brad's going to target Rafal's fake deck with Insight. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not. It's a draft, so it's pretty random at this point. I guess Brad just knows that his deck is filled with a bunch of attachments, so he's going to try to take his chance with the opponents there. Brad's trying to decide which card he wants to play as additional battle action from Insight. Brad's going to pick that one there, and the other cards go back on top any way Brad chooses. So So I guess that's a good strategy too, so you can see what your opponent's going to be getting and try to make it to where the unimportant thing is going to be drawn first, or the less important thing, I guess. So Brad moved home and gave somebody a -4 ping. And now all he's got there is Dairu, which, you know, Dairu did his job really. He came into play and drew a card. So he's able to save the province, and that's good on him. Oh, so he can't move him home with strategic withdrawal because he's got the iron armor on. So he moved Dairu home instead. Brad's cursing his own iron armor. So now it looks like Rafal's going to take the province and the unit. So this game's looking pretty bleak for Brad. The only thing good he's got going for him is he's got some attachments in hand still, and Rafal can't buy anybody in province this turn, so Rafal still does have a unit standing back though, so I don't think it's going to be over, but we will see. So he's getting -2 force. So he's got 5. So now he's not going to take the province, it looks like. But he does kill the unit. So it's not a huge loss for Brad, but at least Brad still keeps the province, and Rafal can't buy anybody in province this turn, so it's not game over for Brad yet. Especially since Brad has attachments in hand and he can still swing in for another one, hoping that Sabero doesn't defend there. What's up, me for free? Watching a silly draft game here. Got Brad and Rafal going at it with the draft tournament in the finals here. They're both 1-1 right now. This is the third match. So yeah, Brad's gonna proceed to start attaching stuff to try to keep the pressure on Rafal's dynasty production, and hope that slows him down enough to where Brad can build back up from that loss of his unit, his big unit. So yeah, he's gonna swing in. Well, I thought Rafal kept Zabaru back, so he must have been at the battle since he's bowed out. Oh no, he assigned to a different battle, that's right. Never mind, I forgot. So he just bounced off the other battle. So let Brad just take a free province, really. So yeah, like I said, Brad's not out of it for losing that big unit he had. So Brad forgot about Zabaru assigning as well. So it's 4 provinces to 2. Rafal's getting a conqueror, so if he's got some attachments in hands, he might be able to try to utilize that conqueror to regain some tempo here on the province trades. So Brad brought out a Taigo and a Naibu. The Taigo is pretty expensive. Rafal battle for the favor, which is pretty good strategy here. Mounted skirmishers. He's got a lot of force ping in his deck, which is not a bad strategy. You know, when you're drafting, you're not quite sure exactly how your game plan's going to go, so it's a strategy. I'm not sure what that Hanfig Moon is. Got to talk to the 6 Marine guys. I don't know if that's a spammer or whatnot, but it looks like it. I wouldn't click on the link if I were you guys. So Brad's going to let his province go here. Just because Kaoseng is big enough to take one by himself now. So Brad put some. Dude, I don't see any reason why Brad wouldn't try to swing for. Well, no, he's got unconditional. Oh no, we don't have the bow guy. The bow guy's bowed out. Okay, maybe Brad can try to swing for 2 here. I think he is. Nope. Not gonna do it. Gonna play it safe here. And looks like Rafal is trying to decide if he wants to defend or not. Sorry, I was reporting that a spammer on the thing to the other 6 ring guys to see if it was actually a spammer or not. So, sorry about the little bit of silence there. But looks like Rafal's grouping together like he wants to defend. So we might actually see the decisive battle here. So. Oh, he is a spammer? I wonder, I'll have to talk to, I'll have to talk to, Kogut about getting some kind of spam blocker or something on here. Just don't click the links. I definitely don't recommend it. Sorry about my mouse jittery. I don't know why I do that. I feel like I always got to be doing something. I don't know why. So, Rafal did defend, so this could be the decisive battle for the game and for the win of the draft tournament. So Rafal gave Ogrebushi -2 force with Zabaru or Zabaru. I'm not good at pronouncing these names, so you guys got to bear with me here. And he just did a Fear 4 through the follower, which seems legit. So now he can't use his ability, but it kind of a waste to bow the 5 force to, I don't know, bow 3 or 4 force, I guess, but we shall see. So Rafal hits him with the axe to give another -2 force to the ogre. Let's see what Brad does here. So he gets to give 2 people +1 since he's attacking and not defending. And Rafal's only got 2 cards in hand, and he's used up all of his abilities on board except for his bow guy, who can't use it while bowed, obviously. So yeah, spam bops are everywhere. They're so stupid. So, Naibu just got favored home. Ooh, he just got courage from the Becento, trying to hit the heavy infantry. Brad's doing a force check right now. So we just, Rafal just used his last card in hand to bow out Dairu. There was some confusion there between, with Rafal. He forgot that he did use the ability on both Zabaru and the axe, so Brad reminded him that he did, which he did use both of them, so used them both right on the Ogabushi. And Brad tacticianed Taigo, so I think Brad's in the lead here for force-wise. 14 to his 11. Yep. So it looks like Rafal forgot that Taiga was a tactician, and he's out of cards in hand and actions on the board, so this could be it. Brad's not going to take the province, but he's going to do an army wipe. And Brad can still bring in people because he's got plenty of gold there. So we'll see if Rafal concedes at this point. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he wants to still play through. I mean, he still has 2 provinces, so anything can happen here. Without having a card draw on the board, it's not looking very good for Rafal, though, unfortunately. That was he took a chance at defending, and it didn't pay off for him that time. So on the other side of the ball, Brad's only got 1 card in hand. Well, 2 at the end of his turn, but it's going to be hard for Rafal to go on the offensive here. So we'll see what he does. So he flips open Baco, which I don't know. The bear isn't too bad. It's still only a fear 4, which only hits a certain amount of things on Brad's side. Well, I guess it hits a lot of things. The biggest target would probably be Taigo before you can tactician. So. Oh, Rafal tried to lobby and didn't realize how much honor Brad gained there at resolution. So Brad attached the heavy cab, which now makes him a province breaker. without even tacticianing. Since going first, you only have 7 province strength, so. So Rafal goes ahead and brings the bear out into play. And, I mean, it's a 5 force bear, but he's only got 2 force on attacking. But I don't see Rafal attacking anytime soon. He needs to put up a good solid defense to try to stay in this game here. Then Brad flips up Rikia and Kogut. Rikia is not aligned to Brad's faction, so he's going to cost 2 more. And Kogut is aligned, so. And Brad randomly recruited a stables. He probably was going to try to do unicorn at first, but then it didn't go too well, so he ended up with Spider and Scorpion as his factions, so it happens a lot in draft. Looks like we got another spammer, so don't click on that link either. So Brad's going full force into his face-up province there. I don't think Rafal can afford to defend at this point with 1 card in hand. He might have to stay back and try to defend his last province if he can. Nope, looks like he's going to try to take a stand again. He does have some onboard actions here. Some force pings, a bow, 0 force dude that does nothing. The bear is 5 force, so well, he's got some force because of the created sword. Yeah, I agree. We need to. I need to get Gold. I'm gonna message him after we're done here and tell him he needs to get a Nightbot deal set up. Kind of like how Anthony's stream has his Nightbot and doesn't let anybody post links and all that good stuff. So looks like Rafal's gonna full defend here and see if he can do something. He uses his 1 card out of his hand to give personality plus 2 force. His big guy there. So, I don't know if I would have done that. I think I would have used his ability instead. Who knows? So, well, maybe, yeah, I think he did that. I think he's way above the Zilk's fear effect. So, I don't know. I think I would have used his ability instead. We'll see. We'll see if that was the right call in the end. Brad's already doing a force count, mainly because there isn't very many actions he can do anyway. He's got the Zilks, the Bowel, a follower, and that's pretty much it. But I guess he can buy the Zero Force Shugenja, but that's kind of a waste. He's got a Tactician. Oh, he got another Fear. That's not going to do much either. So they're did force counts. It looks like they're both tied at 19. Which is kind of crazy. So yeah, he Zilks the follower. Which is a good call because that's another force ping. I'm not sure what the focus value on Brad's last card is for the Tactician ability. Or I'm not even sure what card that is, to be honest. Anybody out there know what that card is? So the bear still has a Fear 4, which, if their force counts are correct, 3, 6, 8, 11, 15, 19. I don't know. Rafal might have the edge here with all his force pings he has. So you Fear 4 Dairu. Or not feared, sorry. You give him -3 force. And Brad's looking in his discard pile. I don't know if he had a discipline in there or not. Can't remember. So Brad tried to force ping, and he's going to discipline his courage round question. And Brad loses. So looks like Rafal won the draft tournament. Good job to Rafal, and thanks everybody for tuning in and checking it out. It's pretty fun doing the arena style drafting on Sun and Moon. So if you guys haven't done it or tried it out, you should try it out. It's a lot of fun. I think I'd rather use clan strongholds as opposed to the draft strongholds. Just because the reason that Drew has it set up is if you pick a clan stronghold, you actually get more of your clan aligned personalities. Whereas when you pick the draft stronghold, you might not. chances are you're going to see a lot more varied clans. So it's really hard to get 2 clans to pick from when you're doing it that way. So I think I prefer the clan strongholds, so that way you can just draft a stronghold and then draft the deck according to that. So, but I mean, either way, you guys should check it out. It is a lot of fun to play. And thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Oh, so Brad went ahead and straightened the unit with the fort. Okay. So Brad's going to try to take a stand here against the loaded up Conqueror unit with a range 2 ability in the whole unit. So like I said, I can't see Rafal's hand, so not sure what he's going to be able to do. He just went Dynasty, so yeah, it does look like Brad's going to be able to stabilize a little bit here. And he's flipping personalities, so he did flip in-clan personalities this time. So got a Dairu who's destined, so we'll draw a card, and Yasunari. Looks like Raphael's wanting to stand in front of Masjuro there. So yep. Oh. Looks like he's changing his mind. He decided not to. He stepped aside. Like Brad took out a lonely dojo from that province. Another uneven provinces, but now doesn't look like the blitz paid off too much for Rafal this game. Brad was able to stabilize with a well-timed Ashigura fort to straighten his unit, and now we got some personalities. They're both Cav, Kalsang and Chiwa. And Seiken is out of clan, so he's got to pay 2 more for him, since Brad's running Scorpion and Spider. I'm not sure why Brad left Seiken in the province, since he's got 7 honor requirement and Brad's at 6 honor now. Looks like so Rafal comes out swinging again. Imperial summons to the face and take out another province. If I was Rafal, I'd leave Seiken there, since Brad can't even buy him. But we'll see how that goes. So Brad attaches the follower to try to set up for try to help stabilize the game out. Since Rafal just flipped holdings this turn. But he's got a Conqueror, so he's not too bad of a position. Yeah, I don't know why he's swinging at Seiken, since Brad don't meet his other requirements. But people sometimes forget about that, and they just see a personality and they want to take him out. So Brad flips up another holding, Ashiguro Fort and Ogubushi. Doesn't look like Brad's really running any clans right at the moment. Since everybody's unaligned that he's going to be able to bring out. This is a best of 3 game, so we'll see how this one turns out. Because at the very least, Brad might be able to take out a province, and Rafal can only take 1 in return. So Brad is really loading up here. Got a bunch of cheap attachments that he can buy all with his stronghold. So his stronghold produces 10. 1 second. And he is going to go ahead and swing in. Looks like Rafal didn't defend there, so he's going to let it step aside and come in swinging for another one. Take another one of Brad's. Rafal, he flips up a bunch of holdings again. But in this case, you know, he got pretty good by getting the Conqueror out early, so he doesn't have to really worry about too much. But it's going to be kind of hard to swing into his last battle against this loaded up Masajiro and potentially loaded up Ogubushi as well. All right, we're here with the draft finals between Brad and Rafal, and I'm not sure if I even pronounced his name correctly. I hope I do. Anyway, we're gonna get here. We're gonna get started here. I'm gonna let them know. I had no idea what's in each player's decks, but we're gonna find out together here. Not a bit. Not sure why Brad's stronghold is upside down. Might have a little glitch there. So Brad's running Scorpion and Spider, and Rafal is running Crab Unicorn. We all know what the going second side of the stronghold looks like, so even though it's face down, we still know where it is, really. Looks like Brad got a ton of gold there. I can't see Rafal's hand. I told him to make sure he had it to where I could see his hand, but you know, it's just a draft. It's for fun. Brad starts off with economy, and looks like Rafal starts off with trying to put some conqueror stuff going. See what's in Brad's unit here. We got, I guess I can't really, it's looks like Fearless Heavy, Zilks, Cito Doe. He's got a lot of attachments. Looks like Rafal's swinging pretty big there. And it looks like he's going to take it. Could be a fast game here. And Rafal gets another holding to help out his
didn't want to get to roll it forward, and there was no stop.
help out his economy going forward in the match. I don't know. Looks like he blitzed pretty strong here, so I don't know how. He's saving some holdings. So, what we got here? We got the Masjuro, Forsaken, and Contested Market. Brad's got to try to come back and stabilize here. It looks like he can do it, but I'm not sure what's in Rafal's hand. But Brad's got a lot of attachments to throw on, and plenty of economy, so it might help him stabilize this game somewhat of the blitz that Rafal started off with. So yeah, he goes in and buys Masjuro.